Cheese boys, cheese girls, and the cheese gang. You are now listening to Popcorn and Cheese.
So we both got gang and we blessed as hell.
This is PNC News. I am your host, SIFISO Taps on News. And today I'm joined by lead anchor on the field, a legend in journalism. They call him Eusebius Swenyang. Japanese?
No.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
All right. Eusebs, we're going to kick off with our first story. It seems the battle of the drivers has commenced as Suzuki has attacked VW drivers.
Yes, Suzuki has taken a jab at GTI drivers, saying that they don't have any furniture at home.
Well, as you know, many VW drivers dwell in mid-rent, Polo drivers, Vivo drivers, and of course, GTI drivers with air suspension.
Yes, we've actually had a few reports, and one person came forward, our uncle in the furniture business. Mr. Joshua Doe can confirm this.
Joshua Doe did confirm that as though many GTI drivers had not taken out any accounts with his furniture store to buy couches, silly posturepedics or kitchen units. But in fact, Jimny drivers and Swift drivers definitely had bought furniture from his stores. It seems we still have an uncle in the furniture business, seeing as if you are a Suzuki driver. In other news, electricity has been postponed. Due to voting conditions, the ruling party has postponed electricity and made sure that we have power until we put the X on the ballot paper. But it's not only electricity that has been postponed. I don't know if you've noticed this, Eusebius, but winter has also been postponed. As you've noticed, normally by now it should be cold, but we are entering into June and nothing. Still warm.
Yes, everything is turned useless. Even our solar panels on the roofs are just chilling, doing nothing. Our inverters are full of energy. My inverter at home was like, use me.
You know, it's funny you should mention that because I too did put sunblock on my solar power because, I mean, it's not working right now.
Hey.
It's just turning up there. So I put some SPF 50 to make sure that it just holds on until the storm comes back.
What a creamy story.
In other news, piano sensations, Malume Waffles, affectionately known as Uncle Waffles, took to the social media streets and that of Club Sway to utter the words that Amapiano was invented in Soweto in 2021 and was enjoyed by Nyaupe boys.
Oh, was it Nyaupe boys or the Glue Kids? Because we know the Glue Kids, hey, those guys, they stick together.
Well, in other news, she dropped a 16-bar that didn't say much, but other than give us her gig guide as where she would be performing next. After her performance, the man from Club Sway failed to call her any of the big five, including a hyena.
Whew, did he say, oh, here comes Sporty?
In other news, weather has taken a new storm. As we have recently traveled from PE, the windy city, we didn't realize how windy it was. Eusebius used to have hair. It's gone. But not only that, girls who wear wigs and eyelashes in PE have been complaining. That's why when you go there, you'll see most of them have braids.
I hope they know those Glue Kids.
They stick together. Well, let's find out from the man with the weather, the legend himself, Alfred Lechadima. Alfred, we cross over to you for the weather. Alfred?
Welcome back to the News Weather Desk. I am Alfred Lechadima. The streets are hot with people just putting their family mentors out there for us to enjoy ourselves too. Hey, now we are Africans. We don't do that. We let our family members kill us inside until we have mental health issues. Those guys are definitely not like us. Moya wa South Africa uflowa this way. Moya wa South Africa. There's going to be a weather bipolar nyana outside. The shadows are very cold. The light places are very hot. But don't worry, it's just like the feelings you have for your ex, you know, especially when you see her with another Wamurata. Yo. There's floods in Devon. Please be careful. If you see a man out there building what looks like a boat, treat him nicely. Treat him nicely and take your dogs, especially Pulu, Letsadi, Utsama. That guy has a point, but we'll only see it 7 months from now. Help him build the boat. Which other weather is going? Oh, Moyawa, South Africa is now flowing this way. Moyawa, South Africa, watching Chicha is flowing this way. All right. There's another weather I needed to tell you. In Joburg, dilo di tlhakatlhakane, just like restaurant ya yena Dineo Ranaka, named the untrained chef. I'll give you one better, the uneducated teacher. Hey, dilo tja mo South Africa di tlhakatlhakane. Also remember that it's now heading into winter. I'm sure somebody out there has already said, hey, go tlo tonya this year. That person is right. So please make amends with people who are present in your life, people who take up space. Please be acquainted with them because whatever after the elections, the electric blanket is going to be very unreliable. So you might need a biological blanket, one that complains every now and again and eats your noodles. Wangushisha. That is the weather from Alfie, the one who cares. Kiona weather report. Back to you in studio.
Thank you for that, Alfred. That was Alfred Le Khadima with his beautiful suit from Khalix. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we continue our sights now onto something very, very important. Economics.
Yes, very important for us to know what is happening with our economy.
Things are becoming more and more expensive. Back in the day, you could have a wife and a girlfriend. Now you must choose one.
You always have to make a tough decision. Is it either toilet paper or tomatoes?
Exactly my point. And even when you buy the toilet paper, are you buying 2-ply so you can use it as single-ply? Or are you buying single-ply to use it as single-ply? And we all know you can't just come into the shop and buy one toilet roll. Otherwise, everyone knows what you're going to do next. So, to help us figure out the economies of scale, the price of tomatoes has gone up.
Yes.
It's going to have a ripple effect on everything.
Yes.
You
Pizzas.
know? Pizzas. Tomato.
Yo, no more 36. How about 20?
Well, let's find out from the queen of economy herself. She goes by the name of Joyce Mesipakela Dichelete. Joyce, over to you.
Thank you so much, Tabiso. This is Joyce Dichelete. The rand is sitting at a significantly lower place in front of the big boys, the Americas. Seemingly when they are around, the rand is an ice boy, taking all 18 of them to handle $1. That is why South African artists seem to flock their way when American rappers are in the vicinity. And all Kendrick really wanted to do was go to Robben Island. When they are not around, though, the Pula and the Rand are big bullies on the playground, making fun of the weaker currencies such as the Zimbabwean dollar, saying, wow, look at him, he is so poor, he doesn't exist. In the youth economic indicators, Tinder is becoming more expensive now that we are approaching the colder months in winter. The boys can't afford any more Uber rides and they cannot mask with April Munch. Again, tomatoes are on the rise and we cannot make seshebo. Back to you, Tabiso.
Thank you for that, Joyce Dichelete, our economist. Very passionate about money, very passionate about saving money. So much so that she only uses roll-on one side.
Well, half a Zimbabwean over there, Itandai. I can see by her very bouncy hair that she definitely knows how to save money. Just buy hair that's not real.
Yes, of course. She's actually told me in the corridors here at PNC News that she actually buys her wigs from an exchange wig place. Sort of like the SMD of wigs, where they find old wigs and rebuild them.
Oh, yes. Like the wig exchange.
Yes. So the hair you see on her is 4 weeks in one.
Amazing.
In other news, we move on to a gentleman of ours who is on the field. He is a man of stature, a man who started out at this company as a size 26 waist, but because he got a bonus last year, is now a size 28. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the one and only Lightning Mazibuko. That's what I said. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we cross over to Load Shedding Mazibuko. He's on the ground talking to the Vice Chancellor of the university that is issuing bogus degrees, doctorates, and PhDs to those poor souls like Achimuroka.
Thank you, Dirupi Tsanocha. Load Shedding Mazibuko here outside Trinity International Bible University, standing here with the prof of the university here to share his thoughts on what's been going on around his university. Professor Lizenke.
Professional. You know, when Mzonkolo, what you let Mzonkolo, umzopozo, ngathi ye wena uzobona upozo, umzopozo, wozobona umzompozo, umzopozo.
Speaking of the fact that bazoletho zamqolo yewena nomqondo ngathuzela ngomqondo womzopozo. Why are we getting fake honorariums and etc. in your university?
You see, you'd never understand these things if you look at them from a natural mindset, because these things are from a spiritual warfare, because he who qualifies man can only be one, and that one is the one above. So people can't go around saying, Bo Sillo have fake honoraries. I've not given them fake, I've given them from the Lord. Mam Kiza's tithe was enough to qualify her. She offered the church many things, buses, stylists. She offered the church many things. That's why we can say she's qualified in what she's doing.
So the qualifications are in the spirit.
And they are real. That is why we do not ordain them in the VAL, because we want them to have real qualifications.
So apparently, a part of the process of getting qualifications, there are multiple questions in the procedure.
Yes. A, do you love God? B, does he love you? C, all of the above.
And the Trinity, there's no third member of the Trinity in your university?
No, we are all members.
So the Trinity stands for... True or false is also part of the questions that these students of yours are required to answer in the qualifications.
Yes. The way, the truth, and the life.
And you claim that everyone that is qualified in your eyes and the eyes of God is indeed qualified in the realm and not in the actual qualifications.
Yes, we did not say people must look for jobs. We said they must just have nice Instagram titles.
Any last words to all the people that feel like your university is not a university? Because I would like to say it's an honor to speak to you, but we're not getting any real honorariums. So what are your last words?
Isisu samuhamba singakanyan singa ngensoye ndlovu.
That was professional Prof. Lizenke, TI University, biblically and biblical. Back to you in studio with real studio lights and real anchor qualifications.
What a tragedy, what a travesty. Imagine doing all those night classes only to find out nothing, zero, mahala, fraud.
This can't be true.
When you think you will see Leon Schuster canteen, no.
As soon as they got those doctorates, I think Leon did come out. Does the camera, does the camera, does the camera.
Marvas the qualification is
Lolo.
Well, that's it from us here at PNC News. We want to remind all of you that come the day to put the X on the paper, it's time to vote. Who you're going to vote for, that's up to you. Are you a fighter? Or are you a person who prefers the front of freedom?
Or are you just lazing around and doing nothing?
Or are you democratically aligned to making sure you serve your own interests?
Or do you love your country so much that you are patriotically aligned?
I don't care. Whatever they do, abahambe. Well, that's it from us here at PNC News. My name is Tabiso Di Rupitsanocha, Tapson News, and I'm joined by the one and only
Eusebius Swen Yag van Wyk.
It's comforting to know that that name confuses both of us. That was Joyce D. Chelete, passionate about saving money.
Hey.
So much so, she told me that she only uses roll-on on one armpit.
Very not... sorry, one more time. What's your name?
What's my name?
This is Malume.
Yo, she's gang. If we get cancelled today, it's been a good run.
Sitting with the turmeric, the berry.
On the truth.
You can't. But the driver, the new one. Say, I just want to say. Wow. My week is getting a bit hard.
Well, you're listening to Drive Time with Kibo, you know what I'm saying? I got my boy SIFISO coming
Why
up
would
and,
you
you
do
know,
this?
in
Why would you do this? Why would you
What
do
have I
this?
done?
Why
What have I
would
done?
you do this?
What have I done? Marita, what
Why
have I
would
done?
you do this?
Marita, what happened?
Yo.
What did you
on
do?
MTV for 10 seconds. You know when they're talking and there's a timer there.
We-
You know that show? You know it with that other guy.
Robo Pops. I'll be my cheese girl and my cheese boy there. We motivate, then we laugh as well. Stay on brand, never hard to sell. Got real chats, now my LOL. So we both got gang and we blessed as hell. Siyadlala story. Petting on my guest, and nice and moy. You want my bundles, not of joy. Said it's Pop Pops and Robot Boy. Popcorn and cheese. Yeah? Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. Call it like friends like these. Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. Popcorn and cheese. Call it like friends like these.
Popcorn and cheese.
You know we've got a Zulu man in studio when another Zulu claps for the Zulu man. You know how I knew he's Zulu?
What?
His jacket has his pandla on it.
Wow.
And his pandla lapaya. Thanks and chaps.
He said Mkakwin. What is that?
It's where they made those boots. If the brakes on a taxi fails, you can take out that boot.
You can hurt someone's feet with a safety boot with those boots.
Those are herding boots. Though.
Yeah.
You herd
Khata?
cattle.
Yeah.
You drip the cattle. What's khudrip?
To trip.
You can trip the cattle.
dribble.
Yeah.
The candle.
The cattle. Hey, turmeric.
Yeah.
Farida, is
Yeah.
it just me or does it smell like feet here?
It's
What do
very
you mean?
cheesy
It smells
around
like
here.
feet.
No?
Who did cheese kills?
What do you mean?
My eyes are.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it's getting louder?
The cheese necks.
Naging come out, wouldn't I?
Zanrwena.
No,
I'm
no,
the
if the
only
shoe
one- no,
fits,
but-
put them on.
Just because we're no material touching 4 on one shoe. You can make 7 shoes with one shoe.
We
How
make
many?
it
7.
7. We're busy making fun of Njabulo's shoes. Farida kanto prospe wheels ganda ganda.
You guys are haters of style, and the thing is, I keep coming to show you what's going to go up in the
This
future.
is not style. This is solving a disability.
Yeah, these are the shoes. You know the people that have.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm putting my feet down.
Well, even me, I'm putting my...
Barefoot.
What do you mean we're not stylish? Look at Zizi's shirt.
Yeah.
No, Titi is wearing the most amazing shirt.
Yes.
This is quality.
Yeah.
What is this shirt? Photosynthesis.
Mitochondria. This is like a petri dish of
This
sorts.
is a bit... Man, this is...
Petri dish of shirt.
This is silicone.
Ah!
I mean silk.
What is silicone?
Very silk.
So why would you wear silicone short your mouth?
Bro, I won't lie now. I honestly... Okay, and
Hey.
And brurette.
Kubucha brur. Kubucha brur. Because I get sexist.
Okay.
So what does that have to do with anything?
With the
So
silicone.
this shirt, nah, obviously...
Inherited it
yeah,
from who?
obviously.
Yeah, there's no, you can see this is inherited.
Yeah.
But I
They haven't
really
sold
wanted
these
to
in
wear.
34
I really
years.
wanted to wear it just to, you know, pay how much.
Oh. Oh, is that how you say it?
Yes.
Pay homage.
How much?
I ikai homage. Ikai.
Demon wa pere temu. I look very temu.
Hype.
And this is your
And then-
size. Look at you, bro. You
No.
look like you have the HR.
Sorry.
Sorry, no. An Ellie face. This is the point to ask you, Pops, are you okay, dog?
What do you mean?
What's going on?
Okay, so let's not talk about
Did
that.
I fade?
Please. Yes.
Sorry, that
Yes.
might have sounded...
Green Mamba. Carry on.
I'm the convo.
Okay, can we talk
Who
about
did you inherit
today's-
this from? Nelson.
No. This was my...
This was on auction.
This was one of my uncles, and he actually passed away.
Oh, that's terrible.
Wearing it.
All right, you know what?
No, it's getting...
It's getting very
dark.
dark. Yeah, no,
This is why we keep Tsitsi off camera.
Yeah,
It's for these reasons. Kitty silk shirty. Kitty.
Because people they
Disease.
don't allow me to express myself.
Yeah. So now-
I'm
Express yourself.
Eh,
Let me express myself.
Please,
the next
please.
guest, Owen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited because the first time I ever started watching comedy by myself. And then I
Who used to watch with you before? Your uncle.
I got a comedy PG.
Parental.
So this one I stole it for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I became such a big fan of this person. I even remember the last joke that he told to win the first ever season of So You Think You're Funny.
Hit us with it.
That joke is, he was in the toilet, and then he was looking at a newspaper, and he had a picture of his favorite politician on the newspaper, and it was someone Lokota from Cope at the time. And then he said it was sad because where he lives, they use the newspaper as the
Toilet paper.
but now he had to use the face of his favorite.
Oh, no.
And then he was like, he had a conversation with him. And then he said, sorry, Terra Lokota. And then he used him and he said, go cope.
SIFISO.
Where
is Cope today?
No, they're not coping.
They're not coping. They're in the...
Do you think you will make it if somebody says this tonight? Your face, my it's gonna you
Collide.
get
And then wish you well.
cope with that. That is a ritual.
And today
Yo.
they're coping. But yeah, let's...
Cheese boys, cheese girls, and the cheese gang. Today you are in for a special treat. Riding on the co-pilot chair because you guys loved her so much the last time. She's back.
Back
back, Mkakatla.
Oh, yes. You guys loved her in our first episode we had with her that didn't work out.
And they drew me on.
And then we had her again, and then it worked out, but we had load shedding.
Yeah.
Today, uninterrupted electricity.
Never.
Because it's still election season. We have with us our co-pilot, the one and only.
Yes.
Faro Freezy. Is Zinja the King.
Yes.
Master of the Instagram.
Master.
Conqueror of the TikTok.
Ding, ding, ding,
Part-time student of Twitter. Please put your digital hands together. Help us welcome our guest. I almost said judge.
Oh, you're
I gotta get some
Masinga,
Masinga, guest detective. Welcome our guest co-pilot for today, sitting in the co-pilot seat. Make some noise for Farida Farofa.
Hi guys. So thank you for having me again. This is a professional setting and I will hold myself as such.
All right.
Introducing to my left, your right, the guy who seems to have all the MC jobs. He's taking over mics, telling people what to do, telling who's the winner, the loser. It's Mpo Pops.
Yes.
He pops the cheese, they call. Look at that smile. Timmy on his back. We're not gonna go about that.
And of course, Farida is not alone. She will be taking over our co-pilot today, Robert, who's out there playing with his neck somewhere in the world. While he's nectaring the scene, we have our very own, hi, Mamela. His shirt looks like a Nokia 6110.
Yep.
Leska mona leso uchenchadi color. From Leboa Khomo with a Lefa shirt. He got it in his inheritance. Nakweba bala will. Are na my boy. Kibatla. Atole shirt yo. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Leboa Khomo's finest, Titi Turmeric, the Barbaric.
All right. And introducing the guest of today.
Come on, Titi.
The one and only comic maestro. One of the funniest human beings from Devon. Mpangeni.
Come on.
To be exact. One of the funniest human beings in the earth, actually. This is a person that I look up to very much so. And I feel like he's going to be, and he is, he's a superstar.
Come on.
And he's a fellow Cancerian.
Sensitive guy.
Won 2 awards at the recent Comics Choice Award. Two.
Come on, Titi.
Angwishisha. This guy has a joke so funny. It's like he's an orchestra master.
Hello.
On stage.
Come on, Titi. Yes.
Right here at Streaming Studio.
Today.
Right next to Shell.
Yes.
I don't know if it's still a Shell. But it's here. Understand?
It could be an Astron tomorrow.
It could be an Astron tomorrow. Wearing a hairstyle of a natural born.
Yes.
Kitschiscope.
Yes.
It's the one and only comedy legend, South African comedy legend. If you underestimate this guy, Urobechi on yourself.
Yay.
Come on.
Yeah, now the one and only SIFISO.
One last time.
We need to practice Angu spirit.
It's a him.
So speaking.
Yeah. Yo. Yeah, no.
Hi, Malume.
Nene.
Oh,
Now
man.
look at the mic. Now look at the mic. Now
Yeah,
look at the mic. SIFISO Nene.
What up, dog?
My dog. Finally.
Yo,
Finally. Gunini.
good evening, boy.
Yo.
It's been ages. This guy has been asking me to do this show. Yes, yes.
For long.
For a long time.
But you're here today, dog.
I'm here.
Super excited to have you.
Thank you.
Nene, we've got cheese boys and cheese girls out there in the country, in the world. You know, we get comments from Asia and places like that. they are probably watching thinking, wow, who is this handsome Zulu man? So, Nene, please tell us your full name. All of it. All of it.
My full name.
And what it is you do.
Oh, my full name is SIFISO Nkosi Khona Nene.
Nkosi Johnson.
Wow.
What
What are you doing?
I wanted to make sure
What
I
are
heard
you
properly.
doing? What are you doing? And now I
Ah, man. Ayo, it's made that guy a brand ambassador.
Influencer. Influencer my AR.
Hi, guys.
Before you guys.
I'm still here. You know what? I'll take mine. Take yours.
Told us he's a good guy. Like, come on.
Oh, man.
Yo,
So my name-
We need blessings on this podcast. I don't know what's happening here.
Did they fetch his spirit?
Oh, Farina! Already.
It's a sick episode. This one.
okay.
Oh, but the cruelest thing was when Thabo Mbeki bowed in front of him. He greeted everyone by hand when Nkosi Johnson came.
Because he didn't have beet. I couldn't believed in beetroot. He's like, I didn't eat this morning. I didn't eat beetroot this morning.
Yeah, he probably asked one of the Secret Service. Snipe beetroot. He had his hand out. He couldn't beetroot.
He laced his hand in beetroot before greeting. And garlic. He treated people with HIV like they're vampires.
He had a slice of an onion in his palm.
A rosary in his pocket.
What's that so high?
And a silver coal too.
Guys, enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Nene.
May you rest in peace.
Yes. Shout out to Nkosi Johnson. May his soul
May fetch his
rest.
spirit.
This is Malume.
What Georgia?
Oh my God, please.
Yo, she's gang. If we get cancelled today, it's been a good run. We love you guys. You are part of us now. You are part of us.
We are
now.
guilty as
We are all going
We are
down.
all guilty.
We are
Yeah.
all guilty.
Oh, man.
Yo,
My
man.
name.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Farida, just keep your glasses off.
Oh, man. My name is SIFISO Nkosi Khona Nene.
SIFISO Nkosi Khona.
Yeah, that's my name. I'm a stand-up comedian.
You're a stand-up.
Okay. Why did you guys bring me here when this man is here?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for it. Sorry. Nkosi Khona.
Yes, sir.
Malume SIFISO. You must serious. This is a very serious place. You know that. Popcorn and cheese is a serious place.
Yo,
Is this
my
water?
goodness.
That's yours.
Oh, jeez.
Your mic. Just move your mic closer to you.
Closer to me.
Yeah, and then bring it down a bit.
Yeah.
SIFISO. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Oh, you also drink. You've never drank water.
Today's bad. 2 souls were fetched with 1 branch.
And they're sitting with me right now. Yo. Ba complain. Yes, yes.
You're gonna be driving home to
Hey.
Ah, no, wait.
I need some air. My wig is sticking to everything I
This shit's
own.
gonna be speaking on the way home.
Oh.
If you drive it, oh.
What Georgia?
Guys, no, man. Guys, whoa. Nene.
Yo.
Let's start in the beginning, bro.
Where were we?
Comedy.
Oh, comedy. Okay. I'm a stand-up comedian. That is what I do.
You're a stand-up comedian.
Yes, sir.
Were you always a stand-up comedian?
No, bruh. I was not a stand-up comedian.
What did you start life as?
I started life as the spirit fetcher.
Malume, sizokulanda.
Soglanda. You know that no one is supposed to talk. You can't even laugh, bruh.
The person who fetches the one holding the spirit.
The one holding the spirit can only talk to the spirit.
So let's talk to our cheese gang who are not aware. So when someone dies, there's a branch.
Yes. There's a tree branch called Mlahlankos in Zulu. I don't know what they call it in Limpopo, but
I've never fetched the spirit in my life.
You just got the shit.
If you die, it's probably still there.
So
No one.
So they use that thing so you speak at the yes, where the person, the deceased
left, departed
from, right, and then you say whatever, and then you get into the car as the spirit fetcher. You keep quiet.
And you have to hold that stick.
You hold it. If someone dies here in Joburg, bruh, all the way to Limpopo, it's just you and this guy. Malum.
When people ask you questions in the car,
you can't say anything.
Aircon right.
Which one is this one?
Hey, bruh.
And if the spirit says, of Rampala, how do you tell us?
Wow, friend, go.
If it warns you that if you don't offer him, you'll bora kamuka.
Yo.
Spirit is full of shy 6'9".
Spirit sometimes decides, no, I'm not going. And then you guys think you took the spirit. The spirit.
No.
Meanwhile, it's just chilling there, wandering, doing its own thing.
Oh, can that happen? Like maybe you guys stop at a petrol station.
Yes,
to,
apparently
to
you
pee
can't go across the river or go over the bridge without alerting the spirit first that we are.
So who can talk in that instance?
The one who's got the branch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does he whisper to the branch or does he announce?
He announces to the branch and everyone that okay,
Malume.
Malume. We are now next to a river because apparently the river takes the spirit. I don't know, but something like that. And then no wonder the Xhosa people, they go to the river for the spirit. So water and the spirits, there are spirits there. So how did we get to the spirits? Why are we talking about the spirit?
I think there's a spirit that's making us that needs attention.
Came with this hem.
That shirt.
Who died here?
The owner of the shirt.
Jeez.
Yes. Bro.
Okay. Yeah. No. I was hustling before stand-up comedy.
You started life as a Zulu man.
As a Zulu man, like
most
everybody
Zulus.
else.
Like everybody else. Like everyone else, I started life as a Zulu.
And then I was working for this company. Started working for this company. We made parachutes.
Yo, you have gone and transcended across the boards.
No.
Guys, it's true. I made parachutes. The skydiving thing.
Please come here to spread lies.
I swear.
Can we have one serious moment?
Please.
Guys, I swear I made parachutes. I swear for skydiving. That is what I was doing before I jumped into comedy.
Before I jumped
Am I gonna make it through?
How are we gonna make it through, guys?
What kind of parachutes were you making?
I don't know.
The normal parachutes. So there are normally two parachutes in the
round ones and those rectangular ones.
No, I made those ones that the big ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Like for hot air balloons.
No, not those ones. That's a hot air balloon.
For real, I don't gonna get hot air balloon parachute.
A parachute.
A kick wheeled.
So like in a plane,
Yes.
they will have parachutes under the seat.
Emergency.
Or in the army.
Yes,
The
yes,
army
yes.
has
I'm a
uses-
parachute.
Yeah, the parachute. So normally in that backpack there are two. There's the main one
And this, in case.
in case the other one doesn't open.
Yeah.
So there's a side chick of the parachute.
So which ones did you make? The main or the side?
Both.
Double and double.
No wonder his special is called Baby Mama Drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I watched the show called Pure Munati Show.
Yeah.
while
sewing the parachute.
Yes, and I was like, yo, I think like these people. Then initially I wanted to write the scripts for that show.
You were watching Pure Munati show.
Yes.
And you had this desire just to write scripts for the show.
Yes, because I saw myself. I don't know if I can put it like I saw my mind or how the script writer writes. I could tell the punchline that okay, this is where this gag is going. This is where it's going. So then I started writing scripts, hoping that I'll come here in Joburg and meet someone and present the scripts and see what happens. And I did that.
That's incredible, bro.
I went to
Mpangeni bus station.
I was in Durban at the
Oh,
time.
you're dog, yeah.
Yeah, and then I took a bus, came to the SAPC, and in my mind I thought, for real, this thing was shot inside SAPC.
Oh, yeah.
So my
So you
mind
went to
was-
reception, what?
Yeah.
Pure Munati
Yeah.
office.
Then I got there, they're like, dude, this thing is shot in different locations. But there is a show where one of the actors from Pure Munati is a guest on like a talk show. And then I went there, I waited for that guy, Ronnie Motimola.
Yes.
Then I when he was going to the toilet to wipe off the makeup, I kitched him again, and I was like, dude, I'm a comedian. Oh, I'm a script writer. I believe I can write scripts for you. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, yo, dude, calm down. Gave me his number and said, I must come back to Joburg the following week. And then I did, and then I showed him my scripts. It was him and his brother.
So it's Ronnie and what's his name?
Yeah, the other guy. The brother.
Ras.
Ras,
There
yes,
we go.
Ras.
Ras Modimola. Yeah.
Dude, I got to at the time they lived at Winchester Hills.
Oh.
Something.
Yo, South.
Someone lives in Winchester Hills.
Till
right now.
today.
Who's that?
What's happening?
What?
Back then,
Back
Winchester
then, yeah, it was for the...
yes, it was Sentin. So
Today.
Alex.
Yes.
More like
anyway,
years.
so
Look at that.
then I showed them my scripts. Bruh, they didn't laugh.
Oh, no.
Ish.
At the time, I didn't know that when a comedian doesn't laugh at a gag, it's funny.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
Comedians
when
will
I-
always go, that's funny.
That's funny.
When they
You're
say
right.
that, that's a
right.
like a jealousy appreciation.
Yes, a jealousy appreciation.
You thought of that.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
and then I was worried the whole time, waiting for a feedback. They're like, dude, your scripts are funny, but in a stand-up comedy way, not in a screenwrite or... I was like, what is stand-up, bruh? Then luckily they were coming to Durban to do the stand-up comedy show with the Durban municipality, and then I went and watched them. I was like, oh, okay, this is stand-up. Then I had to then change my scripts into stand-up. And then I went on stage and tried it, and it worked.
No ways.
That's crazy.
Did they invite you on to that same show?
No. They didn't invite me on to the same show. So there were auditions, comedy auditions at school at DUT, and I was there because I was working and studying part-time as well.
So what were you studying?
Information technology, which
Okay.
obviously I dropped out. because of comedy. And then when I heard of the auditions, and then I went and I joined and signed up for the auditions, and then I auditioned, and the audience appreciated my set. And the guy, Monobis, Monobis.
Grootboom.
Yes, Grootboom. He put me on the show. The first show that I did in Durban was with Ronnie. This was now a few months later after the show that I had seen. Ronnie was there. Then Riyad Musa was there.
Oh, wow.
Joey Rastin was there.
This is your first time on stage, bro?
In a
like
big audience.
Yeah, like a normal show, yeah.
To be an open act.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I did the things and it worked. And I was like, okay, this is the thing I want to do. That is how it started.
So after you killed that night, you were like, DUT, I'm out.
Yeah,
did you resign? Am I
actually,
parachuting?
dude, I resigned at the parachute company when there was the So You Think You're Funny advert.
What?
So you were like, down with this?
Yeah, I was like, yo, I didn't even know what So You Think You're Funny, because it was the first one. I didn't know what they wanted. I didn't know, bruh. I took a risk. I was like, yo, whatever happens, I'm gonna win that show.
Win.
And that's why he won, because he didn't have another plan.
I didn't have. Then I went to the show, and then eventually I won it.
So how many times had you done comedy before you entered So You Think?
Oh, many times. So what happened was I asked Duro Nuguti, where are other comedy shows happening? And he was like, yo, there's something called club gigs. As you know, those small anyana gigs where we test our material on a maybe weekly basis. And then he was like, they're here in Joburg, mostly. And then I would then come to Joburg every 2-3 times a week, take a bus, do an open spot, go back and forth. So when So You Think You're Funny came, I was ready, if I can put it like that. Yeah, I was ready because I had, experienced comedy beyond KZN. So when that opportunity came, then I was ready, and then I was like, yeah, let's go.
And you had dreadlocks.
You had dreadlocks?
Yes, I did.
I cannot imagine you were there.
It was before nature happened.
Full Ntando dreads.
What the hell?
Yeah.
They used to touch his back.
My goodness. What made you change that? It's just like what that guy's did.
I mean, like, we grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we grow.
And then other things stop growing.
You get? I.e. hairline.
I'm a dreads.
I had to let go.
Trimness, it's a name.
And now he's saying it's a choice.
No. This is life.
Made by God.
When did you realize, Hurry, this dread is no longer growing?
It's been the same for 4 years now.
Guys, when I came to live in Joburg,
Yeah.
I was like, actually, before I came to Joburg, I was like, no, man, I'm tired of this. The sitting in the salon and, it
was a lot.
Yeah,
Because you had big dreads, bro.
I had big dreads. And I
Bongo
was
dreads.
like,
Or like bongo dreads, or just like they just grew into one
they
dread.
just grew, and then
Yeah.
It's the maintenance is tiring. This is easy.
And you have to have like a different set of friends because you have to have somebody who can maintain the dreads.
Bruh. And people just assume that you smoke weed when you have dreads.
And you don't even touch.
I don't even smoke, bruh.
But people would call you Rasta.
Yeah, because you have dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Who Rasta? Jaman.
No.
Wait, let's go back a little bit. So now you're at the audition processes. How do you feel? Was this your first time interacting with so many people that are kind of have the same interest in one space?
Yes, it was my first time. Even though I knew some of the people.
Who was there that you knew?
I knew about Justice, Felix. I knew about Simpiwe.
Tips.
I knew, so you mean in Durban when I was auditioning, or
in the
when
show?
Wait, yeah, just walk us through that whole process of
The whole process.
how it became about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what happens is that, like any other audition, they move from one city to another. Then in one city they will select maybe 20, and then 20, and then and then we all come to Joburg, like in the Idols. And then from there, then they start cutting down people, giving us challenges and so forth and so forth. So there was a lot of us in the beginning. I think we were like, 1,000 or something. Wow. So, yeah, because it was the first one. So it was huge. It was really advertised. And then it was my first time, you are right, interacting with so many people that had the same interest in one thing. So, like, there's a lot of comedians that I met there for the first time. Tips, met him there. Kanyisa met her there.
Kanyisa Bono.
Yes. Tsetsi Matlagala, Tabang.
ER?
No. There's another Tabang. Tabang was the guy who came third.
Oh, yes.
And then, there's a lot of people. There's a lot. There's a lot of people that came from the show. And then, obviously, start chopping down.
Did you ever feel like that was a rash decision you made going into comedy, or when you were going through the process of the competition, you were like, yeah, it's hard, but I'm going to make it?
Yeah, I was like, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
This is what I want.
Imposter syndrome, is that something that you experienced at any point?
I think at some point I did, because, first of all, being in front of the cameras, it was my first time. So I'm from Empangeni, brah.
Yeah. We've been there a few times.
I've invited you there a few times.
Pangen is like where they shoot shark.
Really?
Because it's still the same.
It's in the 1400s.
I'm coming there soon.
They're going to boo you.
So I had never been in front of the TV space and understand the behind the scenes and everything. Obviously, I felt some type of way that maybe I'm not worthy or good enough. But then also there was this thing that, remember that you quit your job, son.
Yeah.
Motivation.
Yeah, so you have to see this through. So imposter syndrome, I had to really move forward.
Bro, and then you win the show, dog. Like, talk us through that. Like, what did that mean for you? What did that mean for your comedy career? And how did your life change? Because I think the prize was like 100,000 rand. Eh?
Yeah, it was 100,000.
So 100,000 rand, but also like a guaranteed comedy career, right?
Yeah.
So what happened after? Like, how did your life change after winning So You Think You're Funny?
Oh, it changed, bro. It changed. The other guy, the parachute guy, really, I left that guy before the show.
Wamshiana Madrid.
Wamshiyana.
Yes, Intwana, you got us this far. Thank you.
Yeah, bye. A career was born, bro. My career was born from that show. I became someone. I had a new identity. I found something that I really love and enjoy.
Yeah.
And I was happy that I made that choice. And then from then, bruh, been working. Like, this has given me an opportunity to see life differently, to meet people, bruh, to entertain different people on different levels of life. So I'm happy. My life changed completely, 360.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Did you have any dependables before that? Because, like, you agree.
Wow, you just asked a black question in such great English.
Yeah,
Do you have
text.
any dependables?
No, not
Family.
Like,
People to take care of.
yes, because especially
No.
because like
I had a family, like siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
because leaving a job is not easy in certain circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Surprise!
TV. But you went on TV. Ubani parachute. Ubani lo bendiza. They didn't know
Yeah.
until I was on TV.
That is crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
But
Also 'cause-
you're good at keeping secrets though.
I try.
Because you told me a secret the other day. I can't tell it. You told me a secret the other day, and in my heart of
not just
On
tell us
TV.
that and not tell us what the secret
no, you
is.
told me a secret the other day.
Also, it stays between the four of us.
Get me?
Yeah, I'm gonna just between the four of us. So
just
this is
between
what
the
was
two. Come on, dog.
No, he told me. You told me something in confidence the one day, and you told me you were saying something like you were trying to like inspire me, and I could tell you were saying, "Hey, bro, just carry on doing what you're doing. This is what happened to me. You can't tell anybody, but this is what happened to me."
Oh.
Then I was like, yo, that's crazy because you'd never think, you know, I can't tell the secret. I can't. I really can't. But you would never think of you don't give away.
Hey.
Are you going to see? Yeah, right? Yeah, right. The uncle is like, say nothing.
What are you doing?
The spirit whisperer. Almost Rika Washini.
Literally, Kawashini.
Silicone.
So I wash my hands.
Yes, but the way you told me that thing, and I would have never thought that because you don't exude that type of lifestyle or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you told me that, you told it to me in such a way to be like, yo, man, just carry on doing what you're doing and be okay. But like, I could tell that it was paining you to say something, to be like, yo, man, like I can inspire you, like move on. And I appreciate that secret, you know, and yeah. One day,
guys?
Re-excluded.
You can't just do
I
that
don't
to us.
excluded because it's secret.
Which older comedian did what to you?
I don't want to do anything to you.
Oh, you're talking reindeer. Working baby reindeer.
Maybe no gonna lead Didi more comedy.
No. Nah, there's never been. Maybe on season 2 of So You Did. That was my season. No wonder you didn't make it to the final.
Stop.
They offered and you said no.
I said no. That's why I didn't win. I couldn't say
Yeah.
no, dog. But yeah, you know, hopefully you'll be able to share that secret with us one day. But here's what I want to know, dog. Your life, how did it adjust after that? Because here you are, unemployed, former parachute maker, and
Pivotal moment.
now you're a full-fledged comedian. You got 100K in your pocket.
Yeah.
You've been taking buses, and this is what some people don't understand about your comedy career, bro. You were taking buses every second or third day, up and down, to and from Joburg, right? You took so many buses that you even wrote a book.
Yeah.
In the bus.
Yes.
Wow.
Please talk to us about this book and how you decided while I'm here in the bus, because I've seen this Steven Seagal or Van Damme movie. What made you
And they make you watch while they rewind.
Please, am I lying? What movies played in the bus? Bloodsport medlala ngithi ebhasini.
Yeah.
Predator.
Yo. 1, 2, and 3.
It's a long
It's a long trip. It's 11 hours in the bus.
Oh no, please.
It's 10.
What are you doing?
It's 10 hours.
Take off that one.
Yeah, it's 10.
with the brakes.
So my life changed. Now I'm no longer this guy.
Yes. You are now.
Now I'm famous.
Yes.
And I've got 100K. Obviously, I bought a car because gigs were to come. So I needed to be able to move up and down. And then did some few things at home, lapa na lapa, and then started gigging. And so I've always had a story to tell. And like everybody else, this one particular day when I was on my trip to Joburg from Durban.
In the bus.
In a bus. After winning So You Think You're Funny. So I took one more trip coming to Joburg. And in that trip then I met this stranger and we start talking and we were talking, and then I end up telling her my story that I've always wanted to share. And then when I tell her the story, she's like, yo, maybe you should tell the story to the world. People would be inspired by this story because like she wouldn't have thought that this guy she just saw on TV has this story to tell. And then that's how the book came about. Then I wrote the book. And I have to agree and I have to confess that I didn't do a good job in putting the book out. Yeah, because I only sell it at the comedy shows. So it's my fault. I'm owning up. I'm going to try and push it.
And the name of the book is Our Father?
Our Father, yes.
Yes.
Yes, the name of the book is Our Father. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it online because these days it's easier.
Yeah,
It's a brilliant story, you know,
Thank
and
you.
it's an easy read. You know, I enjoyed all 32 pages of it.
So
The
it was a
shade
trailer.
of it all.
It was a pamphlet like Somi's book.
It's just like, so what happens after the bus trip? I pella that boy.
And the font is big.
Pella pasin. Yeah, sure, done. It was
The font is big.
It's very big.
Once upon a time, page 2.
We went to.
And the ugly dies.
And then Titi's uncle. No. It's a proper legit book, right?
Thank you.
And I loved reading that story because it really captured that era you were in your life properly, right? And then comes traveling, touring SIFISO NENE. What was the first car you bought?
Hyundai. I think it was Hyundai Elantra. Yes.
Aich.
Hey, Hyundai always has these
Hyundai, bruh. The Hyundai Elantra. Yeah, overheat. Boy.
From the time you bought it.
It was a second-hand car.
Yeah.
So, 100,000, you can't buy a brand new car.
Yeah.
Even back in 2009, you couldn't. So I had to buy, something that could just move me from point A to B. And then, that was my first car.
Then you got the Jeep after.
Yes, then I got the Jeep after.
Brr.
And the Jeep has miles on it.
Brr, I've never seen a car with that mileage in my life.
Oh no.
And SIFISO travels alone.
SIFISO travels alone. SIFISO used to drive everywhere. If SIFISO had a gig in the Eastern Cape,
Drive there.
Yes.
Are you never tired of driving?
you'd see SIFISO's gig guide
Dude,
and you're
that
like,
was
hey,
back then. That was 10, 11.
But even then,
After World Cup.
there is a Ndiza machine.
Yes, I would fly, but sometimes there are gigs that, like if you have a gig in Pietermaritzburg
Yeah.
and in Bethlehem, where are you going to fly
Okay,
to?
fine. That makes sense.
You see?
Okay.
but he would start the journey in Joburg.
Yeah. Straight.
That's the
And
party's
hit the
own
road.
thing. SIFISO's Jeep, I've never seen. Look, I'm a car guy.
Yo,
I
we
know high
traveled in
mileage
that
cars.
car.
Yeah.
I remember jumping. We were going to Witbank. I jumped in the Jeep. It was on 736,000.
I've never even heard of that.
241.
I've never even heard of that.
One day we were reckless, we were late. I used to run a gig in Witbank.
Yes.
It was me, Pops, and Skumba. So we are late. Yo, I think we got into Witbank from Joburg. It was 20 minutes.
In the 767,000 kilometer
Adding
Jeep.
on.
Yo,
SIFISO was like, I know a road. We're like, what
He's
road?
the spirit collector. He would know.
He's like, I know a road. That road was dark, ne? Marakir Jeep in my lights.
Maybe we collect the spirit from that road before.
That's what I'm saying.
We left Joburg doing 200. We arrived at Witbank doing 200.
No, guys.
We listened to 4 songs. We listened to
20
4
minutes.
songs. We
It
were
was 20
there.
minutes.
You could have read his whole book.
because this guy was late.
Guys.
Who was late? Pops. No?
Pops, obvious.
Always.
Pops was late.
Guys,
Guys,
Yeah, he was late.
umuntu une-story si-one for wena. Wonke umuntu.
Yo, that night, that was one of the best nights in Witbank. There's a story, Skumba and I.
It's also a secret.
Yeah, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Skumba has told his side
I
of the
know
story.
the story.
Yeah, SIFISO knows the real
Because
story.
Yeah.
Skumba has
there
told
are 3
his
sides
his
of, of the story. Pops' side, Skumba's side, and the truth. I know the truth.
I cannot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
And there are so many stories.
no. This
Yeah.
one, I'll tell you.
Sure.
I'll tell you my version and the truth.
Okay. I know your version. Your version is when you're a good guy. No?
I was part of the problem.
Yo.
But yeah. So I remember because Fiso showed us that road. When we did Witbank again, we were late again. I don't know whose fault it was, but I was driving this time. Fiso wasn't with us. So we
you
were
used
late.
the road.
And then I remember we went with Ndumiso Lindy. And that was when I just got in Alfa Romeo 156.
Yo.
Yeah. So
Ferrari,
I was just
small
like,
Ferrari.
Fiso showed me the road.
I know a road.
I went on the road. We were late again. Also managed to get to Witbank 40 minutes, 30 minutes. 2 clipper the whole way. Dumiso Lindy was praying the whole way in the car.
It was just after I got married.
Yes.
I'll shame.
Don't I die?
But because we knew a road to get to Witbank now.
Yeah.
But that was honestly one of the best gigs. It was at a news cafe, huh?
It was Capello's.
Capello.
Yeah. It was Capello's.
So that's back in the day. That's what we had to do. We had to do a lot of like sharing spaces with certain promoters and clubs and whatever to establish comedy, and that's why I bring up the traveling element with SIFISO was because SIFISO is a Durban comedian, right?
Yeah.
And naturally, what comedians do is they do gigs where they're from.
Yeah.
But SIFISO has always done gigs. SIFISO will
Boing, shy show.
where? Ekuruman. How was SIFISO? And it's not even a once-off, it's a regular night.
Yes.
And there's an allegiance of SIFISO fans there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So-
That's yeah.
So I want to know, like, your life-changing, back to the life-changing question thing. You started traveling and doing comedy all around,
Yeah.
right? Would you say, again, you driving up and down and doing all these ups and downs, what made you decide to start planting comedy seeds everywhere you went?
Because I knew that hype and the fame was not going to last forever. It was just going to be temporary.
Smart.
Like anything else that is hyped up, it disappears. So I had to make sure that there's some substance here and there that I'm planting so that when the hype dies down, I can always go back to these places and work. So that was the reason.
And along the journey, how do you deal with superstardom? How do you deal with attention? Because you were just a dreadlock parachute guy. Now there's the attention from girls.
Yeah.
There's all these temptations put in front of you. How did you deal with fame and these new added pressures that came with it?
I dealt with it the way I dealt with it. Yes, I made mistakes like everybody else.
How many of them? How many of them, and what are their names?
Living legend.
You don't want me to go there.
Oh, Vanna.
What's on the face,
Yeah, what do you
What's on the
want?
face,
No,
Give the secrets.
Kind of people here that have your secrets.
Hey.
You can't, no more secret keepers on this show.
No, man. Like everybody else, I made mistakes and I've owned up to my mistakes. And I'm good. I hope you have.
I hope you have.
I hope you will.
Farida.
I'm just a guest and I don't know why I'm getting shots.
What do you mean?
Even the pastors make mistakes.
The pastors make the biggest mistakes.
Yeah.
Using the Bible.
Yeah, bro. The person who preaches in the church is the person who has made the most mistakes in the church.
Well, considering my pastor then.
Yes. Even your pastor, yes. His pastor is a quite a star.
What?
Usfuna zonke.
Hey.
I like that guy.
Love him.
It's good.
2 bits.
It shows that in life we can change, bro.
Yes.
Anyone can
No matter
change.
how far
Yeah.
gone you are.
How far gone.
You know.
Yes, we just talking
sorry,
about mistakes made. Oh, you said you made mistakes.
Yeah, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Got back to the thing that got me into this space.
In that time, did you have any kids?
No,
Okay.
no. At the time, I didn't have any kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kids I have were intentional.
Oh,
They were not
okay.
mistakes.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't mean that. No.
Don't rub it in, man. Come on.
I'm saying at the time when you were still wild. Well, not wild, but like the time when you were still finding yourself. Were you a parent at the time? No.
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, but being wild does not really mean I was wild with the girls.
No,
I
it's
was just
lifestyle.
one lifestyle. Yeah, bro. So yeah.
Were you drinking?
No, I've never drank, never smoked.
Ever
You've
in your
never
life?
drank. You've never smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the first thing. You know, the one time your SIFISO made me feel so bad, bro. Like I felt horrible.
What
bro.
happened?
I was drinking, having a good time. I was enjoying myself.
As Titi does.
Yeah, I was enjoying myself. Also, have you ever drank and okay,
No.
we're not gonna also halala.
What is Farida?
Halala.
My father wouldn't be impressed.
So I'm drinking, I'm having a good time. I'm like, to my mom, and I'm like, oh, groot man. I didn't say groot man, I said, broer. And I said, broer, why don't you drink? Nah? Then he looked at me and said, because I'm busy.
No.
Bro, you know how unbusy I felt.
Yeah, if you have time to drink, what are you doing?
What's wrong with me? Why am I not busy?
And I was busy.
Yo.
I stopped drinking for 3 months after that. And then I was busy as well.
Then you understood what you meant.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
But
So-
you know, sorry, another thing I'd like to say, and I'm sorry to be long. Your career has, like, in a funny way, inspired me personally, and I'll tell you why. The same moment where I'm telling you about the joke, right? I'll never forget the joke. That was the one time where I purely understood that maybe I want, like, this is something I understand. I understand the way this guy thinks. Then the first time, and then then my friend of mine bought me a ticket to your show, Baby Mama Drama, at the Lyric Theatre, funny enough.
That's why I was asking about the kids.
Oh.
That's where I was trying to go to.
Right? I watched
My
your
dogs.
show, Baby Mama Drama, right?
Yeah.
And I don't pride myself in my Zulu, right? You know, my Zulu is not great, but I watched the
Sinjani
show.
Zulu sakho?
Kancane kancane. I want-
Sikancane kancane.
Siyeza I want it. And also, like,
Yesa lapho.
Umugogodlo wami ubuhlungu. Yazi umugogodlo wami.
Fikile lapho. Self-fikile. Sorry.
Siyaxolisa.
nyabuya swiswi.
Okay, shaka penny.
So yeah, we went to Baby Mama Drama. I forget the year. It was the
2017.
2017.
Yeah, when I
at
did the lyric.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, 2017. It was the greatest. I've never laughed like that as a human being. Like, I was laughing, having a good time.
Thank you, man.
And immediately after the show, and we'll talk about the show itself now. Right?
Yeah.
Immediately after the show, I bump into Lihlem Simang and Mo Mutebe. And because, you know, before that, I had been watching Trevor Noah and all that. So it feels like a little bit disconnected because there's a lot of things you don't understand, a lot of things that don't touch your life. But Baby Mama Drama is something I can relate to from my mom's perspective, because my mom is the baby mama in that situation, right?
Were you the drama?
Yeah. Yeah. I still am.
Daddy issues.
That's his next show.
Oh, really?
Dirty issues.
Yeah. So then,
Not to hear, bro.
yeah.
And then I'm hearing you.
No, we're here with you.
When already did the issue?
My father is no longer here, Zizi.
Me
Yes.
too.
That is painful.
But Farida's father was present.
Oh, yes.
Why did you say it like that? Because you look
Yeah,
at him
'cause now, like-
Frida's
Was present. But it's not unlike
it's
other.
very different scenario.
But if you
Unlike other people I know.
yeah. But anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
the long story short, I met Lihlem Simang after that, and she introduced me to how to start doing comedy. And
Yeah.
that's why, like, because I asked her, look, how do you do this thing? And then she's like, yo, do this, do that, do that. And it all came from the same person that it kind of inspired, like, kind of, you know, that dream. Like, you know, when you see a comedian for the first time, like, this guy, I understand how this guy thinks.
Yeah.
So I think I can think like that. They're like, so your references when you start writing jokes, it's always like, yeah, man, that guy, like that guy was doing it, like that guy was doing it. So yeah, it's like, anyway, you know.
I felt the passion.
I
understood
get you,
it,
bro.
Yeah, like I speak from emotion, not from sense.
No, thank
What
you.
is this one?
Heartfelt.
You remind me of SIFISO's book.
Oh, it was an emotional book.
You just
Very
ended
short though.
out of nowhere. You just stopped. We were coming so well.
But yeah, let's talk about baby mama drama though. Like,
Before we get to baby mama drama, you did update our father.
Oh yes, there's a new version. There's a new version
Thicker.
because there were things that I left out
Of importance.
of importance, and and I was like, no man.
Actually,
Pass ime Montrose. Asangifake Montrose stop. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, initially, there were 2 books. Actually, there are 2 books. So it's just that this one hasn't done what it is supposed to do. As soon as this one does what it's supposed to do, then I'm gonna release this one. So it's gonna make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
What, baby mama drama?
yeah.
The show?
Because I wanted to know, when did you get the baby, and when were you with the baby mama?
Oh, okay. Yazi, I like it when people watch a gag or watch a show and conclude that it's true. It means I've done well.
wow.
So how can a baby mama?
Nah, dog.
Wow.
You don't have a child?
I do have a child, but there's no baby mama drama.
Oh, well, I don't want to ask about the drama. I want the child.
But I'm saying the show is called Baby Mama Drama.
Yes,
Yes.
So
And even if you think about the gags,
the gags,
about the
they talk
Bro,
about
they-
the drama
yeah,
that
so
happened.
real.
that doesn't exist.
Yeah, because then, I mean, it means I did my job well.
Yes.
Because our job is to be believable.
Yo.
That's amazing.
Bro, talk to us about like your style of comedy, right? Because there's a lot of people who might not be aware of your type of comedy. Because your comedy feels like from another comedian. It's like whenever you perform, right, it feels like we're stuck in a fantasy, right? And not fantasy like you just make up stuff. It just feels like your stuff is well thought out from the beginning to the end.
To the end, yeah.
And wherever you take us, you transport us there. If you say, I'm at Woolworths and Woolworths is like this, I feel like I'm in Woolworths with you.
Yeah.
Because you manage to take in every detail and paint this picture like we're there. So the reason why I ask about the style of your comedy is because I go, I've never known you to be political.
Yeah.
I've never known you to be any, satirical, this, that. When I think of SIFISO NENE brand of comedy, I just think SIFISO NENE. What style of comedy would you say that is?
Yeah. I think as an act, it's not up to me to define my style. It's up to the person watching.
Damn.
How they receive me.
Damn.
So what I need to do is to do the best that I can do, the writing and the performance. So the audience determines that this guy is like this, is like that, is like that. I don't write with an intention of a certain style, because then I'll limit myself. Or to be acknowledged, or to be seen as, this guy who's a political comic, because that's very limiting. So rather write and leave it to the audience to decide how they receive you.
I want to ask you a weird question.
Sure.
Yeah. How are you so big,
Yep.
but you're not so big?
I think it's brand positioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I think there's big
hyped up big. I was big during So You Think You're Funny when I won that show.
From a fame point of view.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's fame and there's substance.
Oof.
Right?
Preach, nene.
Or value, if you can put it like that. So I think I watched an interview by Denzel Washington. He said the greatest way of advertising is doing exactly what you do, which in my case is stand up. And that is what I want, that people know me as a stand up guy. And not, dude, I know the hype and everything. And there's a time for it. It's not all bad, but sometimes you align your brand with what you want to achieve. And at the moment, it's not the hype. It was just to work on my sides, have something really strong so that when the right time comes, when the hype comes, it can complement the substance.
Well
And you know why I asked it that way, right? Because I say you're big, but you're not big. SIFISO, you do massive shows, bro.
Yeah.
Massive shows, and you market them yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you hear, well, you're listening to Drive Time with T-Bo, you know what I'm saying? I got my boy SIFISO coming up, and, you know, and bang,
Why would you do this? Why would you
what
do
have I
this?
done?
Why
What have I
would you
done?
do this?
What have I done? Farida, what have
Why
I done?
would you do this?
Farida, what happened?
Yo.
What did you
on
hear?
MTV for 10 seconds. You know when they're talking and there's a timer there.
We-
You know that show? You know it with that other guy.
Which is this?
Okay.
Oh, they're out there, the tough guy upagile.
Okay, SIFISO, let's go with you and your. What were you saying?
needs to relax on those squats, man.
You need to. I didn't come here for this.
Have you seen his pictures in the elevator? And I went to school with him. He wasn't like that.
No, guys, asipage la.
So yes, so that's
go
the reason I
backwards.
say you're big, but because for me I look at you and I go, and I guess that's what also happens with a lot of us in the comedy industry and then the entertainment industry. We, especially people who watch you perform for the first time,
Yeah.
they have this look on their face like, who is this guy and where has he been all my life?
Yeah.
So and I think you answered it perfectly, because in the realm of stand-up comedy, you're a goat. Like you're a you're no one wants to follow you. I know Skumba agrees with me. You are the undisputed champion of the stage in this country.
Yep.
Pound for pound. Right? But at the same time, a lot of people don't know who you are. So you can still go to Pick and Pay and buy airtime. We're right.
Just
Sorry. Woolworths. Sorry, Woolworths. But at the same time, you sell out big shows, bro. Like Mpangeni is what? Like 7,000?
Yeah, there's a venue gonna do 5,000.
Carnival City, you do 3,800 people. You do 2,000 whatever at Gold Reef. You do 3,000 at Emperor. Like everywhere you go, you pack out theaters. What kind of relationship do you have with your audience? And were you always packing up theaters, or is there a method to this madness that you've developed over the years to make sure that even though not a lot of people know about you, even though your following is not as big as we think it should be, but you're still able to achieve this type of comedy success?
I remember you asked me a question, why was I
Planting seeds.
planting? Those seeds have grown.
Aish!
Mastermind.
Aish!
That's the audience
Mr. Miyagi.
that has been coming to the club gigs that I've been doing in different places, in Joburg, in Durban, and wherever. And they tell other people. And also comedy is not about hype, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must really move away from that. Comedy is about what you do on stage. That's it.
Yeah, bro. The hype,
The-
it shadows.
People are gonna tell other people, bruh. That's it. That's your best form of advertising. What you do on stage.
Yo, nene.
What do you? What are you? what is that word when you are
Why
in touch
are
with
you-
something else?
In tune.
Are you in tune?
Wow.
Are you in tune with your level of with the level of respect that you have in comedy? Because sometimes I could see like you could be chilling with us and having a laugh and all that stuff, and in my head I'm like, yo, that's Fiso NENE. That's like he's part of the reason most people probably who are there at, you know, like at Bioscope, you'd come and we'd be like, you want to jump on? He's like, yeah, I'll jump on. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And it'll be like, thank you guys so much for giving me a spot. I'm like, you thanking us, bro. Like, by virtue of you being here, you get a spot anyway. And like, are you in tune with that? Because I feel like sometimes like you're too humble, or like, and too humble. I get right.
Yeah, no, he always guns me on that.
Really?
Like I don't like too humble because it's too. Not that I don't like it. It just makes me feel.
Like you're not aware of how much of an impact you're making.
Yeah, not me, but
Not-
it makes
but
the
the person
other
you're
person.
referring
It's
to,
like
yes.
it's like how bono rawona.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like, I don't-
I see
yes.
what you.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
so deep.
Yes.
It's
But
almost like you
you
can't...
know. Sorry to cut you.
No.
I think what keeps me like that is the fact that I'm still hungry for this thing. Yeah, but I still wanna have the best gags.
Yeah.
So the recipe for it will always remain the same. It's the club gigs. Perform over and over and over.
But don't
So
you think
why
it's-
must I come there and then
Act all.
act all as
But
if...
don't you think it's also the fact that as comedians we're real people? If there's one
Yes,
thing I love
also,
about comedians,
we are real people, bruh.
Like
Yeah.
every real comic I know,
Yeah.
has never gone
Yeah,
superstardom.
People that see us as superstars are people that buy tickets.
Is there a reason why there's laughter at the end of the pack?
Yeah, I know.
I'll
The
say that again.
superstar- the
Every real comedian I know
yeah.
has never gone superstar.
That's true, bro. I've seen the superstars. Like,
Guys,
and I'm like,
Trevor
okay.
Noah has not gone superstar.
Yeah.
Trevor is Trevor that we knew,
We knew.
back
It's the
in
same
the
Trevor.
day.
Same
So-
Trevor. And if there's one person who should
It's
Yeah.
Trevor.
be a superstar,
Yeah.
it's him.
But he's not.
But he's not.
Why would I then?
No,
So
like,
we're not just because you've got a couple of influencer gigs.
Also, you are a
Modi
comedian.
advert.
Also,
I
a
know
comedian.
Or superstar.
I know
I'm a
who you're
comedian.
talking about.
Isabelle.
Bruh, we learn from each other all the time.
Yes.
Yes.
As soon as I think I'm better, as soon as I think I'm big, then I will not be able to learn from the new guy.
And then you guys have so much to teach.
Bruh, they remind you why you are doing this.
Yes. Like there's a comedian by the name of Aiden Ho, right?
Hey.
You know him? Yeah, Aiden Ho.
Half Chinese, half white.
Half Chinese, half white. Looking at him, you
White.
think like he's crazy. Like you think like you would like dismiss him if you didn't actually sit down. And you sit down with him and he speaks in a funny way. You know, I want to explain.
You're gonna get
why?
cancelled.
He looks like the villain in the first Despicable Me.
This is going further. This is going further.
That guy is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Like incredible. And he's right. I hear what you're saying about the humility and being real and being a real person. It's just that sometimes even as a real person, there's my grandfather who's a real person in my life that I give respect. It doesn't matter. It's not that it's gonna change our relationship or things that I feel I can teach him or teachable moments between the two of us. It's just that sometimes I feel like comedians fail to take up those roles, and then it also takes away from the younger people getting to ask those questions. Because when Fiso NENE is hanging out and acting like he's a normal guy, there's a person who doesn't understand that there's knowledge to be gained from Fiso NENE for where you are. You are learning from us regardless of what we do, because we're just living our lives as we can. But I feel like a lot of older comedians become observers more than involved. Because then it's like, okay, now you're getting material from us and you're going to tell us, but you have to teach us how to also draw from those things. And that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying that you guys are, I'm not saying that like you should be superstars or whatever. I'm just saying like even Trevor, like if he was a little bit more accessible to the people that he needs to be accessible to, those people will be accessible to us too. That will be accessible to the next generation and so forth and so forth. I'm not saying Trevor is not. He's very accessible.
Trevor watches Popcorn and Cheese.
Does
I
he?
know,
Do you
yeah,
have a message for him?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Hey, he was like, Titi Chumeric, I love you so much. Get on. Like, "Oh, rata, pues."
Are you? What? Why has nobody told me this? I came in my home clothes. I thought you're just chilling, talking to SIFISO, who's a big guy, but you know the guy. I'm chilling with the boss and the guy, sitting with the turmeric, the berry. On the Trevor. You get? But there's Trevor, the Noah. Say, I just want to say, wow. My week is getting a bit hard.
First it was the lashes, now the wig.
It's you, SIFISO. Came in with spirits, and you're expecting me to be okay.
SIFISO,
Oh man.
you are undressing our co-pilot. One hair at a time. One hair at a time.
I've got a forehead, yo. Kyadla.
Tsitsima Ramar, Tsitsima. Who also, you saying Farida or SIFISO?
No, it's Battle of the
Obviously.
Battle of the Forex heads.
No, I'm joking. But that's all I'm saying. And I hope that it becomes a little bit more accessible. Because as we're creating this industry, it needs leaders. And sometimes leaders are too far for certain people to access.
So my bra, like if you say I'm at Bioscope, I'm there. It's up to you what you do with me there, with me being there. If you don't ask anything, I'm going to keep quiet. I'm not going to go around saying, yo,
That's life.
Here's some leadership. Who needs leadership?
Who needs leadership?
Leader.
Yeah.
I think I get where both of you are coming from in terms of
Yes.
points. You are saying own the space of being respected. And let people, not necessarily let people know, but it's almost like wear the respectable jacket. With honor and pride. You worked hard, you went through the grind, and you did what you did to get here.
Yeah.
He's saying, okay, in as much as I will wear the jacket of respectability, you as the person wanting more, wanting to learn more, research is out there. We just need to look for it. If I'm in a place where I can see people and I look up to them, or I don't even know what they do, having conversations with people opens up your mind to, what can I ask? What does he do? If I'm already a fan of SIFISO and I see him there, I can't be scared. I'm already there. I'm already there.
And you are lucky enough, you live in an era where you actually have, you and the next generation, you have access to all of us.
Yes.
And the other older generation. When we started in comedy, you couldn't go to where Loiso Gola and Joey and David Kibuka and Eugene and Trevor were sitting.
Yeah.
They had their own section. You stayed here. You only went there if you were called. And the only time you get called to go and sit or speak to them is if you killed.
So I'm there and you keep quiet. He must wear the respect. Give me the shirt.
Give him the shirt.
Give me my nome. Give me my nome. Hey!
By respect, boy.
Respect. I'm wearing it now. You guys must not come close to me.
Yo, bro. Nene, you know, we've spoken about your comedy career. We didn't even speak about your acting career, bro.
Oh, dude.
Bro, you are the reason why Taxi Ride is Taxi Ride. Do you understand? Like, you channeled your innermost Zulu and you became like... Where did you draw that inspiration to become a taxi driver? What research did you do?
Bruh, it was my whole life before anything you find I was using Amatex. I'm a Zulu person. I'm exposed to that lifestyle. And so it's an easiest thing to talk about or to imitate. So I just took what I know and then I put it onto camera.
You know why I'm asking this question?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to find out if maybe you are not related to another Nene I know who used
Wow.
to own taxis and rank taxis.
No.
Big Zulu's real name is Siyabonga Nene.
Yeah.
No.
Is that a cousin?
No.
Glenn.
It's Bongo Siafad. Umadlogov na Umadlogov. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
No, I thought maybe Boshai research now. Elenki.
Elenki. Er is fun ook by Nema.
And now they both do. Nene, bro, please talk to us about your shows, dog. Like, I'm super excited about this weekend, bro.
Oh man, this weekend we're doing something big. We are doing 2 shows this weekend.
Yes.
One in Mbizana or Wild Coast Casino.
Yes.
There by Potchefstroom, Port Edward. Because they always say it's not Mbizana, it's Port Edward. So it's together now. So we're doing a show there, Combo Comedy Show. I have this comedy brand called the Combo Comedy Show.
Yeah.
You are there, Skumba is there, David Gao is there.
Oh, yes.
Put in some new acts, some
I
new
saw
guys.
someone
Says
with the
Maria.
face paint.
Yeah, because we need to, times have changed, so we need to be inclusive.
Abo.
You had signals, kids are in
No,
shit.
like,
Back on next door.
It's
Like,
people
what shall
that
I
are
do?
funny.
No, that's why I said Abo.
It's people that
Like
are
TikTokers.
funny.
That's what I meant.
Yes.
What did you guys?
That are
What
funny
did you?
in today's way.
Climate.
Yes, if I can put it like that.
Oh.
So, because it's comedy, they are funny. Why not? And then Saturday, that's Friday, 17. This Friday, 17.
Win in
Sister Wild Coast Casino.
Port
yeah.
Alfred.
Port Edward.
Port Edward. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry.
And then Saturday, Durban, Sun Coast Casino.
Come on.
We are there.
Come on.
Pops is there.
Come
David Gao is there.
Come on.
Church Boy is there.
Come on.
Church boy.
It's gonna be a crazy show. Please get your tickets at Compu Tickets. And then Johannesburg. We are almost sold out, by the way, in Johannesburg. 31 May.
My birthday.
So it's your birthday?
Yes.
Okay. 31 May at the Lyric Theatre. Get your tickets. Azozapele at Compu Tickets.
Are we celebrating?
Combo Comedy Show.
Are we celebrating at Gold Reef on the
Come
31st?
just take e-wallets, thanks.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm at the age where I can't party.
It's a comedy show.
Okay?
Wow.
That's nice.
Love that for you.
You'll be.
You know
Get
when
that
the
back.
stress level is like.
Yeah.
Oh, and also there's something coming, my Showmax special.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
Bro, I mean, we mentioned your 2 Savannah Comics Choice Awards,
Yes.
the comedy Comics Choice
Awards, yes.
Savannah Comics Choice Comedy Awards. There we go.
Yes.
Yes. So you won 2 awards. You won.
Yes, I won the award for the Baby Mama Drama Show.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Headliner.
That's the best solo one
Best
man
solo
show.
show, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then
you
I
won
won
best solo.
the best Venek or the Choma Fela one.
Choma Fela,
Yes.
oh.
The
Yes.
best Venek one. Yeah. So those are the awards I won.
Oh, nice.
And then-
nice.
And
And
you
then,
got-
and then we had the comedy festival that happened recently with Eddie Griffin.
Oh, Laugh Africa.
Laugh Africa, Laugh Africa.
Yes.
Bro, you were the funniest person at Laugh Africa.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
And I'm not saying this to buy face. Everyone that was there knows it. Every comedian that was there knows it. You were the funniest person there.
Yeah. Eddie Griffin was number 3 on that lineup.
3.
Last.
Wow, Titi.
You take it there. Yeah.
A whole goat yam. There you recorded your special.
Yes, sir.
When is that dropping on Showmax?
I'm not sure yet. They are still gonna let us know. You see now, if you say there was the best set, that is what I was working towards.
That's the moment you're talking about.
Yes.
About preparation.
Preparation
meaning-
means when the hype comes, but it comes onto substance.
Oh.
That has always been the dream.
Oof. Dog, and then lastly, before we finish with your plugs, Bangeni, dog, when are we doing
Oh,
Bangeni?
Bangin, we're doing my 10-year celebration there. I've been doing shows, SIFISO and friends, for the past 10 years. So
I think I've done 3 or 4 with you.
yeah, dude, you
So
were there
4
on the
or 5.
first one.
Yeah.
back in the day, because I've always been planting. So it's one of the gigs that I've been doing for a long time. I'm from there, and I'm so thankful to the support that I get from home, because I know it's really hard for some people to get support from where they come from. And for me, like, we've been doing this for 10 years. So we are going to do a big celebration, 10-year celebration, this coming August. Pops is going to be there. Tsitsi, I'm booking you now. You are
Work on your Zulu. Work on your Zulu.
Yo.
Bring your uncle.
Thank you.
Bring Malume. And yeah, we're going to have fun. It's a 10-year celebration.
Rampangeni Malume.
Silicone, what happened?
Life happens for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. 10 years later, it's one of the longest gig longest running gig that I've been doing.
This feels like the same material they made Aladdin's carpet with.
Yeah.
The one that could fly. Yes. Okay. So
we need to finish the show.
We need to finish the show, bro. Tsitsi.
Let me plug. 28th June, Lyric Theatre. Get your tickets. Keep buying them tickets. Thank you so much for everyone. The response was really incredible. People buying tickets. There's tickets like with different range prices. So range yourself in your wallet. You understand? So do that. And then Bioscope Sundays every single Sunday. And I'm releasing merchandise.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Merchandise.
Nice.
Yeah. Chumia merchandise. We will put a e-commerce place for popcorn and cheese and all the stuff is gonna happen. But just sit out there and have a good week, have a good day. Shapa.
Love it.
Farida, how has it been being a co-pilot here?
This was fun. I think going back to my day job is gonna be so boring. Perhaps, the 31st of May is my birthday. E-wallet's welcome. Thank you.
Shame.
Wow.
Please thank them at Clicks for lending us you today. All right. And then from my side, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say 8th of June. 8th of June.
The thanks I get. The
is
thanks I get. The thanks I get for taking my lunch break to come here. The thanks I get. I come all the way from all of Africa. The thanks I get.
In a cage. Man. 8th of June, we're at Empress Palace.
Yes.
Pop-Up's birthday.
Yes,
I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't
there.
say you're a surprise.
Oh, I'm a surprise.
Okay. This is
On the 8th of June. You are so good at keeping secrets. Is this what you're talking about? Is this what you were talking about?
I'm a surprise ex of Salah.
Guys, we are talking 8 June. You surprise me. Pop-Up's birthday comedy
celebration with the Empress Palace. Get your tickets today.
Ticket, yes.
Combi ticket, yes.
Yes.
You see, we do barter trading.
Yes.
Very important.
Very important.
In the game,
I
there
build
is
you, you
what?
build me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's our rules, bro.
I don't pay him. He doesn't pay me. That's how we pay each
Barter
other.
system.
Oh, even we don't pay each other.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you and I, SIFISO, we have to pay each other.
Well, with that being said, it's been nice.
Thanks.
Yo, and because of the support of my brother, I've added a show to Suncoast as well, 20th of July.
I'm there.
So we are together now on
Yes.
the 17th.
17th and 18th. Of 17 this coming Friday. We are at Wild Coast Casino.
And then 18 we're at Suncoast.
We're at Suncoast. So that's
Yeah.
they're like in the coast.
And then on the 20th of July, 2 months later, 20th of July, we are back at Suncoast.
At Suncoast.
And
We are rocking.
then 27th of July, we are out at the ICC in Cape Town. So we are bringing the show on the road. We are confirming our Gqeberha dates. We'll release them soon. We're also confirming our Woodbank dates, our Nelspruit dates, and our Bloemfontein dates very soon. All tickets. And Polokwane, yes, Polokwane. We are busy battling with a date for September, October. So please get your tickets at CompuTicket. 8th of June. Can't wait. And Pop-Up's birthday comedy special. SIFISO.
Yes,
Nene,
sir.
I just want to say, brother, over the years, many people have slept on you. Many. There's a neighbor of yours who doesn't know who you are. They
And
think
that's
you
good.
sell drugs. They don't know that you are a comedic superstar.
My neighbors don't know.
Super. That's what I'm saying. Like that.
Show my king and show my king.
It's just
And
like-
I like it like that, but it's about to change with the special coming.
Yes. So I just want to say,
Yeah,
for
it is
years,
about to
many people have slept on you,
Yeah.
including Malo.
Belang
But
malum.
I just, sorry, Askis. Nalangwatkola Malo. He's going to continue sleeping on you. But I want to say, I just want to say, yet popcorn and cheese. We've never slept on you, bro.
Never.
You've been a comedic rock star since we started in this game. And as a token of appreciation, because we are people from the South, we just want to say,
Yes, we all are people. From
here's a pillow so that you can sleep on yourself. Don't worry
just
about
take a
those who are
nap.
sleeping on you. Sleep
I
on
can
yourself,
sleep
my
on
brother.
myself.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. This is
Bro,
such a
thank you for
kind
joining
gesture.
us, dog.
Thank
Yo,
you.
man, when the new book drops, please come back. Come tell us about the book, how many chapters you've added, and if the story makes it out of the bus.
The bus breaks down. It was SA Road Link.
This has a book called Our Father. You should have a book, Our Hero.
Yo.
And then do a collab.
Yes,
That's so
my
cool.
father, my hero, our father, our
Maybe
hero.
yours should be our father. Or my father was not there.
You're evil.
On that
You're
note,
evil.
guys, it's been say Vala.
Serious, become serious.
Yes.
He's not okay.
From the con that pops,
The cheese that melts.
we are Pharaoh Pops.
For pops.
For Pops,
I can't
sorry.
even say Pharaoh
Okay,
Pops last. For
from the
Pops.
con that pops,
Cheese that melts.
we are For Pops. And just like SIFISO's 2 shows that are happening in Port Edward and Suncoast, we are out. That's SIFISO's ringtone.
Robopops, awubiza ma-cheese girl nama-cheese boy da. We motivate, then we laugh as well. Stay on brand, never hard to sell. Got real chats, nama LOL. So we both got gang and we blessed as hell. Siyadlala story, petting nama guest and nice and more. You and nama bundles, not of choice. Said it's pop pops and robot boys. Popcorn and cheese, yeah. Popcorn and cheese, popcorn and